Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Friday after Thanksgiving market webcast. All right, I'll keep this short and sweet. It's a short day. Just a couple things I wanted to point out. Look, we have talked about this thing grinding between the 200-day and the 100-day exponential moving averages. What we saw yesterday while nobody was looking was Wednesday we saw a close above the 200, okay? Yesterday and into today, it's all trade date, November 25th. So what we're seeing in the two shortened sessions, and again, you have to take it with a gigantic grain of salt because nobody's looking. But we've moved above the 200-day. I will be curious to see if we can close above it. And then really, the rubber meets the road Sunday night into Monday to see if they can build on it, okay? Not surprisingly, what we've been doing since we got up here is really just consolidating. It's bleeding down a little bit into the open. We're flatlined on the Bollinger Bands on Globex, but I mean, it's the Friday after Thanksgiving. I mean, everybody's barely looking at this thing, including me. What we're going to do in the room is, we're going to trade the open a little bit. We've actually had runners from 22 that we just kind of held through the holiday because they were, we grabbed 20 on a middle and the runner could just kind of do its thing. Our week's already made. So maybe this comes all the way down, comes in and takes us out. If it does, fine. If it doesn't, we'll see and we'll go from there. But other than that, we're not going to get involved, at least not at this point. We closed today, I want to say at 1:15 Eastern time. I could be wrong about that. Other key numbers, you got VWAP at 40.39, hourly mid at 40.41. The Wednesday opening print was 40.75. You got daily pivot up there at 43 and change. So look, if you're the Bears, you really want to close below the 200. It's not mission critical. It will be on Monday. But it's not today. You want to close below the 200. You want to seal off that hourly mid band. You'd like to. You're already making. You already made a lower low versus the other half of this longer session yesterday. You'd like to get back in. Ideally, you'd like to get back in towards 4,000 and give everybody something to think about. So we didn't see profit taking on Wednesday into the close. You may see profit taking today into the weekend. Not out of line. So we had this consolidation last week. We expanded out of it. They extended. We got that directional pricing. We're in another consolidation, and we'll see if they just go ahead and hand it back. Let's say we go down, okay? Over the course of the next 2 to 4 sessions, you got to deal with the 9-day if you're the Bears. We'll see where the new weekly pivot comes up. It's going to hop, okay? If you're the Bears, you got to get below that weekly pivot early next week and stay there, okay? And you're going to have a lot of arguments about, we're in a bigger bear trend and we're bouncing out of it, and this is, this is that, the other thing. Look, that's great, and I feel you, and I don't necessarily disagree. But if we start spending weeks at a time above the 200-day exponential moving average, we've seen that movie before, okay? And as inflation is still bad, but theoretically not as bad, I guess, which is shit for the real world, but for the tape, it's a forward-thinking object. So you got to be careful as you go through this. I will be very interested to see if we start to spend extended time above the 200-day and these other moving averages start to tick to the upside, just what it's going to look like into Christmas. Now, it may all come apart in January. Wouldn't be surprised. But we're not in January. We're in now. So if the Bears want to fend that off, a good way to start will be to get the hell back under the 200-day exponential, take out the 9, and start living below the weekly pivot and not above. If they can't do that, then they're vulnerable to that kind of price action. What do the bulls want to do? Just keep making higher highs. You can't take any days off. I mean, we are in a bear market. You can't take days off. You are the counter trend, bulls. It doesn't happen very often, but you are. So you got to keep building. So I'll be interested to see, not so much today, but really Sunday, Monday, Tuesday will be very interesting, and we'll talk about that in the Monday morning webcast. All right, I hope everybody had a good holiday yesterday. Hope everybody has a good weekend. We got some great college football tomorrow. Enjoy that. Everybody take care. Be safe, be healthy, be well. All the best. Trade them well, and I'll talk to you Monday morning.